All right. Hey,
Ready to
guys.
start?
Happy Wednesday. Happy Live at Lunch Day.
Welcome. The best day of the week. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Happy lunchtime.
Yes.
Who's having their lunch right now?
Mm.
What are you having if you had lunch?
Mm.
Are you having lunch today?
I don't know yet.
I had a bagel for breakfast, which is a little bit of a big breakfast, so I think I'm going to skip lunch. Okay. We have Chinese leftovers for dinner, so yeah, we're set.
Cool. Yeah. We have a fun plan today.
Yeah, we don't have products to show you. Next week, we will be showing new Valentine's Day products, but our current Valentine's Day products are all on sale, right?
A good amount of them.
Select Valentines are all on sale. So yeah, if you didn't snag any last year or the year before, they're on sale. And a lot of them are like, just love themed or hearts, so it can be worn all year. It's not like they say Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is great. Like for Christmas, we have to get it there by a day. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day. But Valentine's Day, kind of like a season. So you can kind of wear it, kind of feel like starting now until March. And then you can wear it later in the year too. Mm-hmm. So Valentine's Day, you guys really like Valentine's Day monograms.
But next week, we'll be showing some new, not a lot. It's not going to be like a huge collection. Probably.
We already have a lot.
Yeah.
So
5 or 6
new
items.
So tune in next week.
Yeah.
But this week, we're going to show you guys some new thread colors.
Yeah, so for 2021, a few years past, I wanted to have like a new collection every year, like new year, new monograms. But this year, honestly, our suppliers are slacking with new products. They're just trying to keep their stock of what they have. Still just like COVID and all that. Not to mention
we have thousands of products and a lot of good ones.
So I was thinking, okay, if we don't have new blank products, what can we do that's new? So we added some new thread colors. So if you were on the website today in the last hour or so, you might notice a few new thread colors. So there's 7 new thread colors. And I'm going to go over them.
And then after you guys asked so many amazing questions, and we're going to answer some of them and give out prizes.
On our Instagram story, we asked you guys to give us questions. And we're going to pick some of those and answer them, and we'll let you know what you guys are going to win. I forgot if I said it on the story or not. But okay, new thread colors. So our first one we're going to show, this is actually what's on my sweatshirt right now. So this is called Khaki, and I'll try to show you as good as I can. What do people do in makeup videos? I don't really know what that does. Something with the light, but so this is Khaki. We have like a light brown and a cream, but this is like just a nice tan color. Really classic looking on black or on white. It will look good, but yeah, just a nice khaki. We have army green or military green? Army green. This is such a popular color. When our crew necks were on sale, was that last week or 2 weeks ago? I had on the military green one, but that was like one of the most popular colors. So yeah, the army green is a nice color as well. If you're more into like neutrals, the khaki and army green will be great thread colors for you. We have this really pretty turquoise color.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, this one is really, really pretty. It's a bright color. It's awesome. It's hard because we have, how many thread colors did we have? Like 30, 20, maybe 25. And I was like, but the thread supplier has like hundreds of colors. So I'm like, oh, it'll be easy to pick some. But they're all like similar in shades of each other. So we have light teal on the website. We have teal, and this is turquoise. So it's a little more, the teal is a little more blue, and this has a little more like
vibrant.
Yeah, it's just more vibrant. It's really, really pretty. We have plum. This is pretty too. Obviously, I love all of these because I chose them. But we have purple, we have light purple, and then this plum color. Really pretty. We have this, we're calling this fire orange. Fire orange. And in different lighting, it looks different. In some lighting, it looks more red. In some, it looks more orange. It's like a hot red, like a bright...
Like a cone on the street. Like a safety cone, you know what I mean?
It's not neon. No, it's not that bright.
Okay.
But it's like a hot red, like a, I don't know, what's that called?
Fire orange.
Fire orange, yeah. I wanted to call it hot red, but I didn't want people to get it and be like, oh, it's too orange. So we did fire orange / hot red.
It's basically in between red and orange.
Yeah.
Right?
This one, which I love, this is Dusty Blue. It's kind of like the Comfort Colors blue jean color. Very kind of similar to our periwinkle thread, but just a little more like grayer or like foggier. So yeah, dusty blue. And then rose pink. Yeah, we have so many pinks. We have pale pink. We have pink. We have neon pink. We have coral. We have fuchsia. We have bright fuchsia. We have a lot. And yeah, so it's different though. It's a different shade of pink. So this is rose pink. Yeah, pretty. And it's a little brighter, like kind of like a little deeper pink, but not as deep as the fuchsia or bright fuchsia.
Yep.
Yeah. Which one is your favorite of the new thread colors? And we tried out like a metallic thread and different things like that. But for our machines, we want to test it a little bit more before we add metallic thread, just to make sure we can like produce fast and the thread isn't like breaking all the time. So,
by the way, Rachel's out today.
Yeah, Rachel is out.
Feel better, Rachel.
Yeah, feel better, Rachel, if you're watching.
We miss you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why we're doing the Q&A, because Rachel's like the producer. So without her, we're just doing a simple little Q&A and just chatting with you guys.
Right, but this is what we're giving away.
Yep. So a lot of you may have this already. But if we pick one of your questions to answer, I'll DM you or you guys DM us. You'll be winning this. So if you already have one, this is what you're getting. So you can give it to a friend, your mom, a sister, whatever. But yeah, this is what
we're coming up
getting.
On the about the 1 year anniversary of when this was featured on the Today Show,
right?
Which was the coolest thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And all right, so
what
take a
thread
seat.
color? I want to see what thread color they're like, and I love reading along. I'm not always able to read along.
We asked you guys to ask us some questions.
Yes.
We were going to pick our favorite and answer them. When we pick your question, you're going to get a free Candy Hearts crew neck sweatshirt.
Yep.
And I just want to thank everyone. We had so many thoughtful questions. So many people ask. And we love the all
end,
community.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We have a lot of questions. I kind of went a little crazy at the end and kept just screenshotting them. So there might be 10 winners. There might be 20. I don't really know how many I ended up picking. So we'll answer all those. And then at the end, we'll just do a scroll quick through like all the questions and just tap on one, do 2 final questions at the end, and you guys will be winners too.
Yeah.
Facebook is cutting me off a little bit there.
Well, twist a little bit. Like that way. Yeah, there we go. Right there. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So if you hear your name, you hear your Instagram handle, that means you won. So
if we like pick someone that said a question, if you ask too, like, sorry.
Like a lot of people saying, how did you start the business?
Yeah.
So we had to pick people. We can only give away so many sweatshirts, right. And like I said, there were so many questions, and we appreciate
how do we start the business was a bunch of people asked that. I guess we can just answer that for people.
Question number 1.
Yeah, a lot of you guys might know it already, but if you're kind of new here or never heard the story, so we are from Pennsylvania, and Sean, after college, started a Twitter account for his favorite football team, Notre Dame. And then he wanted to start a screen printing business. So he made shirts and sold them through his Twitter account. And that's how we learned, like, you can sell stuff via social media and online. So yeah, then we went
to America themed t-shirts. And
it was called the United Tees.
United Tees.
Has anyone been around since United Tees days?
And this was all me. And then I was dating you, and you were a kindergarten teacher. Mm-hmm. And I said, hey, help me out with this project I'm doing. And Shelby was amazing.
I spent all my nights and weekends helping him out with United Tees. And then I started designing some of the female clothing for United Tees. And
then we just noticed that girl stuff was great. Shelby was a great designer. And then on Etsy, we were selling, and people started asking about monograms. You convinced me to get an embroidery machine.
We bought
I don't know about that.
Home, like $500 embroidery machine. And he was like, are you sure you're not just going to like try to do it once and throw it in the closet? Because I didn't know anything about sewing or embroidery or anything. And I just taught myself how to use that. And then, thanks to YouTube videos, there was this one guy who had a whole channel about the little home embroidery machine I had. So I would just watch his videos, and he taught me how to
And then United Tees had a little section on the site called United Monograms. That started going great. And then you're like, we need our own website that's pink and for girls. And I was like, all right, let's do it. And then that business started taking over. And here we are today, United Monograms. So that's how the business started.
Yep.
All right. I'll go first.
We started, with just little home embroidery machines. We had 1, and then we got 2, then we got 3. And they take like 25 minutes to do 1 shirt. Like, it was crazy. So I would have to like skip my teaching job to try to get these orders fulfilled.
She would call out a lot and have to get a substitute teacher in.
And then it wasn't until like 2 years in, we bought like a big commercial machine, and now we have 8 of those over there. So yeah. Okay, but that's how United Monograms came about.
Pick a fun question. You guys had a lot of great questions.
So many, varying from like our personal life, the business, our just random. Yeah. So, sorry. If you were so this is from Megan Drury. If you were an Olympic athlete, what sport would you compete in?
I mean, if I could choose, I would want to play on the USA gold medal basketball team. I don't know. I feel like also like fencing might be cool. You just stab people with a thing. Yeah. What about you?
So my sports are volleyball, but I grew up doing gymnastics, and I just think gymnastics is so cool. So I would want to be part of the gymnastics. U.S. gymnastics team.
You got to be real short and like real tight and small.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So Megan Drury.
All right. Pick another one. She's got so many screenshots here, so.
Okay, so LM Carlson, I know you're like a loyal watcher, so I hope you're watching.
And she asked a lot
of great questions. So we're going to answer 2 of yours. One real quick. Trulies or White Claws?
White Claws.
White Claws, yeah. Black cherry White Claws are my
good.
go-to. What's your favorite flavor?
I mean, I don't want to copy you, but black cherry is the best flavor.
Yeah.
And there's the bad flavor, too. It's like grapefruit.
It's okay.
There's one flavor.
Raspberry.
Raspberry. I like raspberry.
She also asked best road trip you've ever gone on.
So
we drive, like, I feel like road trips mean driving.
Right. A couple of times a year we drive, and we always go up 95
we go back to like Pennsylvania and New York and stuff.
And we have fun on those trips. Shelby sleeps, I drive, and that's about the whole trip. But no, my answer to this question is I grew up in the first 12 years of my life in Syracuse, where some of my family lives, Syracuse, New York. And you always heard about it. And then we finally went there for a wedding with my brother, his girlfriend. And when I lived in like a couple houses there. So we got to drive around to all my old schools, my old houses.
Where you played baseball.
Yeah, so I gave her like basically a tour of my childhood.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when I thought of us in a car, it's kind of a road trip.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one.
Cool. Yep. Are you gonna ask?
We also did the same thing when I used to live in Chicago for a couple of years too. And we went to visit Chicago, and we drove around and saw like the old places I lived. So there's my favorite.
Okay.
All right, I'll do one of mine.
Okay.
All right, so mine is for RS Jimenez 24, Roseanne Jimenez. And it's a simple question, but she said, I love how you're both hands on deck. She probably saw me like printing the shirts this morning.
Yeah. Yes, we're actually short a few staff members this week. Just they're out sick. So yeah, Sean is picking up printing, and I'm picking up staging the shirts, like getting them ready to be printed. So yeah, we are very hands on deck.
During the holidays.
In the future, we're hoping not to be honest, but very hands on deck at the moment.
And she said, but do you have a team to make it happen? And absolutely.
Yes.
Like, you don't get to see the team that much. I don't know. They don't love being filmed. We don't always have.
Yeah, they don't like being filmed. And I especially in the Diamond Club, obviously I run that, but everyone's like, thank you, Shelby, for making my shirt or whatever. And I do a lot, but there's so many people working hard behind the scenes making it all happen.
Chances are if you get something, we didn't do it.
Yeah.
But we have 16 employees. We have 4 embroiderers, 2 printers, customer service,
3 shippers,
staging,
vinyl, vinyl station.
We have an amazing team. We're very lucky, and we're going to grow it over the next year as we. Yeah. We're going into a new building pretty soon. So
yeah, that's going to be one of these.
That'll be big.
Yeah.
All right. That's Roseanne Jimenez.
Okay, Roseanne Jimenez.
Okay. Jimenez.
So Emily Essner, whatever. So what are some of UM's long-term and short-term goals for products in the company? So a major part of our goals in about 2 months or so, and we'll be having a new live at lunch scene actually, or stage. We're moving into a new building. We're purchasing a building. That's probably like 5 times the size of our current building.
It's big. Yeah.
So a lot of changes are going to be happening. We don't know.
That was my goal, like all last year and the year before, is like, we're growing out of our current space that we're renting. What are we going to do in the future? And this has been a long process with the new building. We thought about it found this building back in like June maybe. And there's like the paperwork and the process and all this stuff. So that is kind of like, we have, we're not in there yet, but like it's pretty close to finalized. So that's kind of a short-term goal that was realized. But
there's so many goals that like just getting into the building, we don't know how to run a huge warehouse. So it's going to be, we're going to learn so much. We'll definitely be able to, and this is probably more long-term, maybe the beginning of next year, we'll be getting more so into like creating our own products and manufacturing our own products and storing like a crap ton of inventory. Our business model might change a little bit. Always monograms, but just like the backside of things of how inventory and all that works will change. A lot of exciting things coming up.
And we want monograms to spread across the country.
Yes.
It's very popular like in the South right now.
Yeah. So if you have family and friends out in California or
Seattle,
a non-southern state,
Chicago,
spread the trend.
Yes.
And even I always say, if they're not like super preppy, super girly, like I have on today, like the 2-letter initials on like a black crop hoodie, this isn't preppy at all, or like girly.
And some people that don't really know about monograms get confused by the last name in the middle. Just inform them. Google what is a monogram. Our YouTube video will come up first. And spread it across the country.
Okay. Next, this is a more fun one. J Hoban 11. She asked, "What is the dumbest way you've ever been injured?"
I had 50 stitches in my left leg when I tripped and fell like randomly on a beer bottle.
When you were young?
I was like 12 or 13. I wasn't drinking the beer bottle. I was just walking home from like a fair. And the whole road, nice road, grass, the one little spot I happened to trip and fall, there happened to be a broken beer bottle. And it was so dumb. And 50 stitches is like a lot.
Yeah.
I still have a mark on my leg. That's mine.
Mine would be in college, just a drunk night out, and on ice, I just like broke my ankle, and he had to carry me like 5 blocks.
I carried you
afterwards.
So far.
Yeah,
but over my shoulder too, like
just being dumb and slipped on the ice.
And you like couldn't walk.
I know. Couldn't walk on my broken ankle. Okay, so it's J Hoban 11. Let's see. Do you have one you want?
All right. This one's for Amanda Glowacki. Glowacki 94 on Instagram. She said, advice for someone who wants to start their own business. First thing I would say is starting your own business isn't really for everyone. It's a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. But I think,
and I feel like, especially now on like Instagram and entrepreneur world, like it might look glamorous or
it's not
fun.
Glamorous.
Yeah.
But if you have the itch, not everyone has that thought. If you do have that thought, just start something. Like I have a cousin who started selling like the CBD oil. He did it for a couple months. It was going kind of well. He hit some challenges like you absolutely will. And he decided, he's like, you know what? I don't want to be an entrepreneur. And there's nothing wrong with that. So then now.
So you're saying like give it a try
so
before
now,
you like completely stop
not really.
Everything?
That's not necessarily. I'm saying it looks different for everyone. But don't be 70 years old and say, I wish I would have tried. At least my cousin, who I use in this example, will be able, on his deathbed, to not have like, I wish I would have tried to start my own business. Like, he tried it. He did it for like 4 months. So just do it. Just start something if that's your goal. People like always be like, yeah, one day, and they'll put it off. And that's like a very early step, obviously. There's a lot of advice. But it's not glamorous. It's hard work. And not everyone has the itch. But if you do have the itch, try it. And don't be 70 years old and regret never trying it.
And something you always say to me is like, doesn't have to be like perfect when you're just starting. Like just start, like if you want to start a blog, it doesn't have to be perfect before you launch it. Like just start an Instagram,
a lot of people
start posting some pictures.
Will get frozen.
Yeah.
Like, well, what about this? What about this? Like, I can't express how little I knew before starting my business. Like I didn't know anything. Like I didn't know how to make a website, but Google is a powerful tool. And also don't really expect anyone to care at first. And don't be embarrassed if like you launch something and it doesn't get a lot of traction. That's how everyone starts. You just kind of got to push through that.
Yeah, we did a lot of like embarrassing, I guess. When you're like self-promoting stuff, it could be embarrassing at first when no one cares and you're a nobody, you know, but you just gotta look past that.
Yeah, like fight through it, not care, and just keep going and keep like your vision in your head. And okay, I started with football t-shirts, American t-shirts. You're might have to change and pivot a little bit. But we never would have got to monograms if I didn't just start at the very beginning.
Yeah.
So there you go. And do something online.
Yeah.
Don't start if you're going to sell a product.
And Etsy is a great place to sell.
Etsy is pretty good to start.
If you, depending on what you're trying to sell, Etsy is a great place to start.
Sell online. Yeah. Don't think you want to have a storefront.
Yeah.
You can't reach as many people as you can if you do it online and ship products.
Okay. This is 2 questions, one silly, one a little better. So this is Maggie May _67. So first is, why is Sean so anti-pickle juice? I don't like the taste. I love pickles.
And I will admit, it is one of those things that, you know, I've said I hated it for so long.
And over the years, he might have a pickle on his
sandwich. If there's like a pickle on my burger and I get a bite of it, I don't freak out. But the juice,
it's so good.
I mean, I definitely don't like it. I don't like cucumbers. Like I've tried them, I just don't like them. But you know, if I had to drink it, I wouldn't die. But it's kind of fun just having your enemy be like pickle juice. I also have an enemy that's olives. I do not like olives.
So maybe like that vinegary shit.
Yeah, I don't like that like vinegary combined with like fruit or vegetables. Yeah. It's like,
and she also asked, I'm interested if you have any take on this. Do you have a favorite product that is not in our top 20? So I think an underrated product. There's a lot of underrated products, but one of mine is, I don't have it on obviously, but it's the hooded cardigan. I don't even know, like. We never even featured it. But... So it's like longer. I love cardigans. They're just easy to throw on, especially in the South. Like it could be 4 degrees in the morning, 80 in the afternoon. So you want layers. But the hooded cardigan is lightweight. It's longer, so great with leggings, and it has the monogram on the bottom, which is just different and something cool. But yeah, that's.
And I would say all of our like drinkware. We now offer a bunch of our graphic designs on mugs. We have glitter.
We know you
tumblers.
Guys all love coffee, so there's coffee mugs.
And we haven't like pushed them that hard. We haven't got a lot of pictures with them, but I think all our drinkware is underrated. And one product I've been seeing a lot of people buy lately, and I don't really know exactly how they're finding it, is the jogger set.
The camo?
Not the camo, but also the regular jogger set. I've just been seeing a lot of people buying it, and I'm like, where are they even like getting to this from? And so the jogger set, I think, is a good one.
Okay.
We have thousands of products, so I'm sure there's more underrated ones on there.
Okay, so T_baby blue. She asked 2 more personal questions. One is my skincare routine. I feel like a vlogger. I use what's the brand? Oh my god, Sunday Riley products. And yeah, I love their products. I've like fortunately never had like super bad acne and stuff. But yeah.
Sunday Riley, and like, what's the routine? Do you follow whatever it says?
I don't do anything crazy. I just face wash and then moisturizer. I don't use anything crazy. But yeah. And then she also asked where you got your plaid shirt that you had on in the store.
So actually, we filmed the one story yesterday and the one story today.
Yeah.
And actually had the shirt here. I changed print last night.
So if you are looking for a gift for a guy or a father, uncle, whoever. So I think I got it from Nordstrom Rack.
Lorenzo Omo.
Yeah.
Omo.
But I think I got it at Nordstrom Rack. And I get most of his dress shirts at Banana Republic. They have like non-iron dress shirts.
Oh, I love that.
Which is very convenient.
Wrinkle-free, non-iron.
Yep.
That's key. I mean, wrinkles so easy. I mean, it's not perfect. Like if you do this for like an hour, it'll have a little bit of wrinkles, but it helps. Untuck It is a good site.
Yep.
Thank you for getting me so many shirts. Yep. I always feel like I need more because, just like on camera, like I wore that one before. But that is the shirt they specifically asked about. It's right here.
Do you have any more?
Jessica Cornell. She asked, what are our college degrees in?
My degree's in teaching. To be honest, I feel like if you are a teacher, you have to like love it and it be your passion. Teaching is so important. That really wasn't the case for me. I kind of was just in high school.
Yeah, why did you pick that?
There's so much pressure when you're 18 and like signing up for high school or college. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I'm like, teaching looks great.
Summer's off.
I like kids, like teaching, but it wasn't for me.
And you were a true kindergarten teacher. For 2 years. Yeah. So you went to 4 years of college. You got your teaching degree.
And I substitute taught for a few years.
Substitute taught.
While I was trying to find a job, and then I was a kindergarten.
And then had your own kindergarten class in inner city Philadelphia. Like your teaching career was underway, and then you just quit, and now you're doing this. Yeah. And like, it's just crazy. And I had a marketing degree. At first, I was accounting, and I cannot tell you how little that I learned specifically in college that applies to the business I do now. I guess we do marketing. No one ever told me to start a live Instagram video 12:30 on Wednesday in my marketing degree. So yeah, marketing and teaching, and we don't really use a lot of the knowledge we got from college. Even though I do marketing, just didn't learn a lot from it. But college was awesome.
Okay. So S, Stephanie E. So an extra S and an E at the end of Stephanie. How many shirts do y'all produce in a day? So it varies, but I would say on average about 1,200.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Around the holidays when we were working like around the clock, all the machines were running. Yeah, it was like 2,000, 2,200, but yeah, about 1,200 a day.
If all three shippers get out 300, that's 900.
Some extra, yeah.
Then like a little more, a little less. Like, so yeah, 1,000, 1,100. And pretty soon that capacity will be able to shoot up as we have more space, more people, more machines.
We're hoping to, double our employees, double our machines, double our processing time, double
to get to you.
Not double the processing time, cut in half the processing time. And yeah.
Everything faster, everything better, and get to you faster.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the most important thing.
You guys understand that Monogram is not something we can just grab off the shelf and ship in a bag deal. It's personalized. But still, we want to make it faster. And I always feel like it's like when someone posts a picture on Instagram and they love their new product and they say, it finally arrived.
I know. I hate when they say finally. I'm like, God. Which I know,
and I get it. If they waited,
finally, they're excited, but
if they waited 8 to 10 days and we're used to ordering something and it comes from Amazon like a day or two later.
Yeah.
So I know you guys understand that personalized items take a little longer, and I want you guys to know how hard we work to get them to you as fast as possible. So that will be happening and improving in the new building. All right, you got any more?
No, I think we're just gonna pick two. Or do you have any more?
I had one more.
Okay.
We kind of covered a little bit, but I want this person to get the free Candy Heart sweatshirt. Kate K8 on Instagram, Caitlin Keeney. She said your favorite moments from United Monograms starting until now. I mean, our first machine was a big deal. When we added the preview on the site, that was a big deal. That took a lot of time and effort to set up. A year ago when we were on the Today Show, that was a big deal. And then just this past year, we just had our biggest year, the holiday orders. It's just a slow, steady growth. So there's not always just like a moment, but those are some things I can think of. That first embroidery machine, our first industrial machine, our first printer, our first employee was a big deal because it was like me and her, and then having another person.
Yeah.
And then Today Show. That was awesome to see. It was fun on the Today Show. When we were watching the traffic on the website, there's like a map of the country, and it shows everyone that's shopping. And as it showed in the East Coast, we saw a bunch of dots pop up on the East Coast. And then it showed in the Midwest, and there's a bunch of dots. And then a couple hours later, it showed on the West Coast, and there's a bunch of dots. So that was cool to be featured on the Today Show. And they just reached out to us organically. Like, there's companies that try to get you on shows like that. We didn't have to do anything like that. So that was cool. So that's Kate K8.
Okay.
All right, you're doing a random scroll.
Right, gonna pick
last
random.
few.
Here's the questions. Gonna scroll up. Gonna scroll down.
Okay, that's a good one.
Okay.
All right, so it's Shelby. McBurney.
Shelby _McBurney.
She said, if you could live anywhere else in the world, where would you want to be and why? I'm not trying to learn a new language.
Yeah. I want to stay in America.
I would absolutely want to stay in America.
Yeah.
She said it somewhere else in the world. I feel like that implies a different country. England. It's the most similar to America. And they're capitalist. We can speak the same language. They have a lot of the same culture and norms.
I still just pick somewhere in America.
Okay, where in America?
I would definitely want to stay warm.
San Diego is like the best weather.
Yeah, probably San Diego.
Charleston. We kind of played this game before. Yeah. And then we moved to Charleston.
We can take the trend all the way to San Diego.
Oh. Okay. All right, good question. All right, last one.
Oh. Good. Oh, that was it.
You can pick one on that screen.
Okay. So Jordan Babs _ what old person things do you do? So
I go out of my way not to do old person things.
Mine is if I could choose, I would want to go to bed at like 7 p.m. every night.
And I mean, you do choose, so
yeah. I'm usually in bed by 8.
You go to bed early. You go to bed. We do go to the gym at 5 a.m.
But I'd want to go to bed at like 7.
So going to bed early is your old person thing?
Yeah.
What is my old person
And I like to eat dinner early. Like, if we have it's probably because I like to go to bed early, but I feel like old people eat dinner at like 4 p.m. But like, if we make a dinner reservation, I make it at like 5:30, like on a date night, and we're eating dinner at like 5:30.
What's my old person thing?
What's his old person
thing? I mean,
thing?
I try not. Maybe my voice, my old grandma voice. Hey kids. I don't know. I keep my work clothes on late. You always say.
As soon as I get, I'm already in comfy clothes, but I get into even comfier clothes ASAP when I get home, and he stays in that till he goes to bed. It's crazy.
I like to stay dressed up.
No.
I don't do a lot of overs.
Like things. You like, I don't know. No, yeah, you don't. He has a lot of energy, like nonstop talking energy. So yeah, not.
And it's like one of my like life mottos is to like never be that old guy who's always like back in my day. So I try to listen to like the newest music. I try to like jump on new things like our driverless car and like TikTok. Like even if I don't get deep into it, I always like try to pretend like I like new things before I even know about them, just because they're new for the sake of being new. Yeah. So as I age, my goal is to kind of stay young. And eventually I'll probably be like that dad who's like,
oh, you know what? Something you like blow your nose before you eat. I feel like that's what old people do that.
My grandpa used to have a handkerchief.
Yeah, your grandpa used to have a handkerchief.
He would blow his nose and then put it back in his pocket.
Which is gross.
And I would be like,
but
that's what a handkerchief is.
No, old people, that's what they do.
All right, I blow my nose before dinner.
Yeah.
And that's the old grandpa me.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I don't know, I feel like you maybe made it seem like you wanted Valentine's Day questions. We didn't even ask any. But for Valentine's Day, people ask like date ideas or what we do, what our best Valentine's Day was. We don't do anything.
But like, we don't really use holidays.
We don't use holidays as like the time where we get each other gifts. Like we get each other little gifts like throughout the year.
Yeah.
And
we just did. Yeah. Here's a date idea because we just did it, even though it wasn't for Valentine's Day. We took 2 days and we got a hotel in Charleston. Mm-hmm. So it was like a staycation. And it was just, I don't know, it's just cool. It's something different than your regular house. Mm-hmm. And that's my date tip. Is like a one night at a hotel.
Even if right now you can't like travel as much, whatever, just if you live near a cool city, just go there for
Or even if you don't.
Yeah.
Just a different area. Like get the continental breakfast in the morning and it's being in a hotel is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it's just something like a different setting. So that's, I don't know, that's mine.
All right, so all of you people who answered your question, I don't even know how many there are right now. I have to go back. We'll DM you and make sure you get your discount code for your Candy Hearts shirt. And remember, if you already have it, you can always give it to a friend. It's such a cute gift, especially for Galentine's Day.
Yep. Let's get into that Valentine's season.
And next week, we'll be showing some new Valentine's products. We hope you guys like the new thread colors and have a great rest of your week.
Love you guys.
See you next week.